Now in Python, we have what are known as keywords. And these are nothing other than words that we cannot use in our own variables or our own function definitions. They are reserved for specific operations in Python and define the syntax and structure of the Python language. In Python, keywords are case sensitive, and there are 36 keywords as of Python version 3.9. And this number can vary slightly over the course of time if new ones are added. Now, Python keywords are always available, and you do not need to do anything in order to use them, so you don't need to import them, for example, into your code. All the keywords except true, false, and none are in lowercase, and they must be written as they are. I have attached in the resources section a list of all the keywords. Now, you're not expected to learn all of these keywords, and depending on the development environment that you've opted to use, when you do enter in a reserved keyword, you will get different syntax highlighting compared to normal, so you will be notified. So for example, if I type in the keyword true, which is a Boolean value, you can see it's highlighted in green in my Jupyter notebook. So this indicates to me that I can't use it as a variable name. In fact, even if I try to assign the keyword true a value, I will run into a syntax error. So take a look at the keywords in the resources section. Over time, you will get more familiar with what the keywords are and when they should be used. If you try to use a keyword in a variable assignment or a function, your IDE will likely give you a clue with different syntax highlighting, or will throw an error telling you that you've tried to do something that Python doesn't like if you try executing the code. So to summarize, there are 36 reserved keywords in Python as of version 3.9. which should not be used for anything else other than the purpose they are intended for. Now, it's worth pointing out that when we import a module, the Python interpreter only imports the module once during a session. And this is to make things more efficient. So let me give an example as to how this works. Suppose we have the following code in a module named welcome.py. You can see here I have a module called welcome, and inside this file I have a simple print statement that says welcome.py has just been executed. Therefore, when I import this into Jupyter Notebook, I would expect this line of code to be printed to the screen. So let's go to Jupyter Notebook and import the welcome module. When I put import welcome, you can see that we get welcome.py has just been executed, so exactly like we would expect. Now let's go ahead and import the welcome module again. You can see that when I run this, nothing is printed to the screen. If I run it again, once again nothing is printed to the screen. We can see that our code only gets executed once. So therefore this means that our module was only imported once. Now what happens if our module that we're working with, in this case the welcome module, changes during the course of a program? For example, what if I come into welcome.py and I add a second print statement which says welcome.py has just been updated? If I go back to Jupyter Notebook and then import welcome, you can see that nothing gets printed. So how can we reload the welcome module into our program? Now we could restart the interpreter and then start the whole program again, but this isn't very efficient. Now fortunately, Python provides us a more efficient way of being able to do this. We can use what is known as the reload function, which resides inside the imp module, and we can reload a module. So let me show you what I mean. Up until this point, we can see that when we try to import welcome, nothing is executed. However, if I import imp and then access the reload function by putting imp.reload, and then inside parentheses we put our module name, so we can put welcome, you can see that when we run this code we get welcome.py has just been executed and welcome.py has just been updated. so it re-imports and reloads the module that we're looking to execute. We can also see the directory from where the welcome module has been imported from. So if you find yourself in a position where you've imported a module, remember that the module is only imported once. If you need to reload a module because that specific module's been updated during the lifetime of the program, you can use the imp module and access the reload function, which will then re-import and reload that module into the program. You will then find that the module gets executed again and you have the most up-to-date code in your Python script.